This is Nasir Drisi, once again midway through the expedition with Will Sager. So Will, how are you doing?
I'm doing fine.
Good. So we've been to 3 different sites now.
Yep.
And right now we actually just got on station at site number 4, which is
SRCH5, otherwise known as U1349. Right? Yep.
And after this we
turned
have
the corner and we're headed into the home stretch.
Yeah, so we have after this just one more left, and
one
then
more left, yeah.
To the home stretch. So, tell us what had you expected from our previous sites, and what did we find? I know that the last site was kind of intriguing.
Intriguing is a good word for it.
But let's start
surprising. Yeah, okay.
So let's start with the first, and then chronologically go through them.
Okay, go through the sites from the beginning?
Yeah.
Well, I guess one of the big surprises that we had on all these sites was that we thought we'd be able to drill deeper because other places, other seamounts that we've drilled on, the drilling went faster, but we've been hitting massive basalt flow units that are just harder to drill. So we haven't been able to get as deep as we would like. Hopefully we've still got enough good material for the scientists to study. I see the scientists seem to be pretty happy about things.
Seems they're very busy.
They're very busy. One of the things that we found at the middle site, 1347, I think, that's at the top of the of Tamu Massif, is that a lot of the flows were huge, thick sheet flows instead of the usual sort of volcanic, ropey lava flows that kind of go down in a place like Hawaii. Stacks of lots of small lava lobes. These are great big thick ones, and that suggests really high eruption rates, which is kind of what we expected in a way. This is supposed to be a supervolcano, and so the supervolcano is supposed to be spewing out lots of magma, and that's what we seem to be seeing at the site 1347, which is so far our southernmost site. By the time you got up to the northern place where we started, 1346, it was more lava pillows which form when you're erupting into water, but at a lesser rate. And so we are now in the middle, and at the last site we had hoped to see something similar, but we got surprised, and that's just a result of geophysical exploration is imperfect, and we couldn't really see beneath the sediment cover very much. We could see down to what we call acoustic basement. We always usually assume that that's supposed to be the top of the volcanics. And we ran into what looks like, well, we're still studying it, we're still trying to figure out, but it seems to be more sedimentary than it is lava flows. So it wasn't lava flows, and so that was kind of a surprise.
Well, were you, if you're able to drill deeper, would you have expected to run into the lava flows?
If we had unlimited time, eventually I think we would hit it, but the question is how eventual is eventually. We drilled 120 meters into it, and there wasn't any sign that we would get out of it anytime soon. So it probably would have taken a significantly greater amount of time, and we'd have to give up another site. So we decided that, well, our best bet is to go to the next site that we're going to now, CH5, which is again at the top of one of the big volcanoes.
But this last site is probably most interesting to the sedimentologists.
Well, I would think so. It seems to have a lot of sedimentary structures. Interestingly, it seems to have fossils in it, and I think there's a lot of paleo-environmental and paleo-depth information that will tell us a little bit about where it was formed. For example, it looked like we went through sediments that looked like they were formed on a beach face, so it looks like it was probably at sea level at some point in time, even though now it's very deep beneath the ocean in a part of the plateau that we didn't really think that was all that high. And so it suggests that long time ago, as this plateau was split apart by seafloor spreading, that this part sank very deeply, and what was once a beach on an island is now a long way beneath the waves.